Okay. What's up, everyone? Kyler here from NBAorNothing, and we are starting back up, and we're going to start by predicting what the seeding is going to be like. All the records you're going to see right here are all as of the games after April 5th, 2013. So I have Elliot with me.
What's up, everybody?
And right now, what you're looking at is OKC is the number one seed right now, because they do have the tiebreaker over San Antonio. They actually split the season series between each other, but OKC is going to have the better conference record, which is the second tiebreaker, so they will have the tiebreaker over San Antonio. Elliot, I want to ask you, who do you think is going to win this between OKC and San Antonio? Who's going to get that number one seed?
I don't know. I think Oklahoma City will end up getting it because it seems like Oklahoma City over San Antonio have the better record. Well, not really the better record, but obviously they do have the conference tiebreaker. They have the advantage. And then compared to the schedule, I think that they have the easier teams ahead of them compared to San Antonio, as well as San Antonio has been struggling while Oklahoma City has been healthy and has been, just winning compared to San Antonio.
I'm looking at Oklahoma City's last three games, and those last three games are like they'll probably win each of them by like at least double digits. If you look at
versus like Minnesota, Golden State.
Well,
I
I'm
don't know
talking
about
Portland, Sacramento, and Milwaukee. I'm talking about OKC, not San Antonio.
Oh, yeah. Definitely their last three games, their last four games even.
Yeah.
I think they'll have the upper advantage. I don't think they'll have too much of an advantage on Utah because Utah's a great home team, but I think they can beat them potentially.
Well, I think they can beat. I think they can beat anyone on that list. I think they can.
Yeah,
finish
to be honest, I
6-0.
think they can definitely beat New York. I'm not even going to put bias in there. Definitely, they can beat New York. I'm not going to win. But overall, their upcoming schedule until the postseason is a lot easier than San Antonio, and I think they'll remain being first in the Western Conference.
So let me ask you, what do you think their finishing record is going to be? What do you think what do you think their finishing record, like these last 6 games? What do you think they'll finish in the last 6 games?
60-22.
60-22.
Yeah, I think I honestly. Actually, no. Make that 59-21. I'm not too confident on them beating all of the teams, but yeah.
59-21. Okay, sounds good. Okay, well now we got San Antonio.
I think I did my math wrong over there. Did I? Is that 82 games?
No, it's 81 games.
Just make it 59-22.
Wait. No, it's only 80 games.
Yeah, so... Alright, wait. So how many games do they have left? They have 6
games.
right?
You need to add 2 more. You apparently just told me a record at 80 games.
Alright, my bad. Let's make that... Alright, fine. 60 and... Wait. If it's 60-22, then... Alright,
60-22?
Fine. 59... and
23?
Yeah, I think that'll end up being the record. I don't know.
Okay, what about San Antonio? No, we got
San Antonio. I think they'll end up being 58-24. I just think that they'll end up slipping a game behind Oklahoma City. Or maybe I can even predict that they'll have the same exact record, but I think they'll.
OKC will have the tiebreaker, so.
Yeah, so Oklahoma City will still be ahead.
Okay,
regardless.
So no, I'll talk about it. I think OKC right now is on a roll, and I can actually see them finishing 5-1, and I think they will go 61-21. So I'm thinking 61-21.
Ooh.
Well, San Antonio, Ginobili is out for a little bit. They have been struggling a little bit. I know they just lost to OKC. I'm thinking, I think in San Antonio will beat Atlanta. I think they'll lose in Denver. I think they'll beat Sacramento. I think they'll beat the Lakers. I think they'll lose to Golden State. And I'm taking an upset and thinking Minnesota's going to beat them. So I'm thinking they're going to end 3-3. So that would put them at what, 59-23.
All right. Wow. I guess that's more of a better record than I would put them. But at the same time, definitely Denver. They have the home court advantage. They've won 19 straight at home, I believe, and they're just rolling. I don't know how anybody can stop them at home. Maybe in postseason they will, but I'm not really sure. It's just unbelievable.
So we both think that OKC is the number 1 seed, and we both think that San Antonio is going to finish it too.
Yep.
Okay, now let's go over to Denver. Well, we have the number 3 seed being fought for between 3 teams, Denver, the Clippers, and Memphis.
Well, their last 6 games, 4 of them are going to be at home, so wow. I mean, that's great for them. They have...
Do you think they'll win them all?
I don't know. Personally, I think they can take on Phoenix. I think they can take on Portland. What I don't think they'll be able to take on, to be honest, I think Houston will end up surprising people. I don't know. I think they'll lose to Houston or San Antonio. I think they'll lose one of their home games.
Okay, they'll lose one of their home games. And Dallas and Milwaukee, will they be able to beat both of them on the road?
Well, I think they'll lose to one of them as well. I think out of their 6 games, they'll win 4 and lose 2.
So you're predicting 56 and 26 for Denver.
Yeah.
So what are you looking at when you look at Memphis and their schedule?
Memphis. Well, they're versing Sacramento, Charlotte, Houston, Clippers, Dallas, and Utah. Memphis, great defensive team. I think they'll end up beating Sacramento. I think they can beat Charlotte, obviously. Houston, I think they'll lose to. I think they'll lose to the Clippers. And I think they'll beat Dallas and beat Utah. I think they'll also end up being 4-2 for the last 6 games.
So 55 and 27, you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking 55 and 27.
So they'll be 1 game behind Denver for you.
Yeah. Yep. I'm thinking very broad here, but that's my guess. I think these are they can go either way pretty much. Anything can happen, and yeah.
So, well, I'm going to go ahead and let you do the third team that's still in it, and then I'll do my 3. So the third team that is still in it is the LA Clippers.
Well, let's see. Clippers. Well, Clippers. They're going against Los Angeles, which is pretty much anyway home court or non-home court, but it's basically home court. Then he's reversing Minnesota at home. They're going to New Orleans. They're versing Memphis. Oh wow! To be honest, I think they're going to go 5-1 for their last few games.
What's the one team you think they'll lose to?
I think they'll end up losing to Memphis.
Yeah. So 5-1 for the LA Clippers.
Yeah.
So that would put them at 55 and 27.
Then it comes down to their tiebreaker and conference to Memphis. Who would be ahead in that case? I am not really sure.
Actually, I will tell you, but just keep talking while I look it up for all these people.
I don't know. Honestly, Clippers can go either way. I think they'll lose another game possibly, but the Clippers, they've been struggling somewhat, I guess. They're kind of like in and out, in and out, in and out. They're not very consistent. They're winning or losing. They just kind of are in the middle of that. And Clippers, ever since their 18-game winning streak in December, I believe, they just haven't been the same team that they were back then. Obviously, they have great team chemistry, but they did lose some of their veterans. And honestly, they're the same team as they were, just they aren't playing the same way as they did. And I don't know, it's very risky to say that they're going to go 5-1, but the remainder games that they have against these opponents, they just seem to have the upper hand against all of them, and I think they're going to want to keep that place or even go ahead of Memphis in that case.
Well, I would have to go further into depth because they're playing against each other, if what it says is true and Memphis does beat the Clippers, they would tie the series at 2-2. So then it'd go by conference record, which I do not have on the top of my head. So it'll be in the order in the video because I'll figure it out. But as of right now, like speaking wise, I can't really tell you who was the tiebreaker.
Yeah, so I'm guessing Memphis has the better conference record. I don't know why. I think they do, and yeah, but I think maybe it can go either way. But last thing I'll say is that they'll have the same record at the end of the season at 55-27.
I'm thinking Memphis also does the better conference record because I know the Clippers. They beat every single Eastern Conference playoff team except for Indiana at home. So I know they have a lot of Eastern Conference wins. So I am thinking Memphis does have the better conference record. So if my logic is right, yeah, I think right now you have Denver taking the 3rd seed, Memphis at the 4th, and the Clippers at the 5th.
Yep.
So
right,
that means Clippers and Memphis round 1. That'll be an interesting game.
Definitely.
Let's see here. My turn. So, we got the Nuggets with 52-24. I think at home they'll beat Houston. I think they'll lose to San Antonio. I'm thinking I think they'll beat San Antonio. I changed my mind. I'm thinking they'll lose. I think they're going to lose to Dallas.
Dallas just has that randomness. Like they either like win or lose. Like they usually have a very close game at the end. Dallas is a great team, but they're just not in the standings as they would want to be.
I think Portland they can handle at home. I'm thinking they'll lose to Milwaukee on the road, and I'm thinking they'll beat Phoenix. So 4-2. I'm thinking 4-2 also, but I'm thinking they're going to lose their last 2 road games, but win out on the home. So what are we looking at there? Is 56-26. Okay, so 56-26 for Denver.
We're thinking the same exact thing, except you're thinking different teams. But at the end of the day, that's the record.
That's what we're both thinking. So who's up next? The Clippers. We're gonna go with the Clippers next. 50-26 right now. I think they'll beat the Lakers. I think they'll beat Minnesota. I think they'll beat New Orleans. They'll lose to Memphis. I think they'll lose to Portland. And I think they'll beat Sacramento. I think they're going to lose 2 straight right before the end of the year.
Yeah, like Portland, I don't know why. I'm just thinking very low on them. But they did get LaMarcus Aldridge back from a injury that I think he was out for like 2 to 3 games. And he did play very well. I think he's back to pace at where he was. And at the same time, like Portland really has nothing to fight for at this point, and I don't think they'll really go all out. But I think they'll want to like be like, hey, let's be bitches to the Clippers and try to beat them. You know?
So I have the Clippers at 54-28.
All right, I think that's very reasonable, and I think that that may happen more than mine. But I'm kind of going YOLO on this.
So let's go Memphis now. So we got them at 51-25. They'll beat Sacramento. They'll beat Charlotte. I actually think they will beat Houston. I think they'll beat the Clippers. I think they'll beat Dallas. I think they'll beat Utah. I think they're going on a run. I think they're going a perfect 6-0.
Dang.
Perfect 6-0, which puts them at 57-25, which actually puts them ahead of Denver.
Wow. Holy crap. That's a big statement.
Boom.
But again, this is the Western Conference. There is a ton of competition, and I'm sure that Memphis would want to get that 3rd seed.
So I'm thinking that's where our first difference is right here.
Yeah.
It's all jumbled up. We both have the Clippers taking the 5th seed, but we have Denver and Memphis being the 3rd and 4th seed.
Ooh. Then that for you, that would be Denver versus Clippers in the playoffs, first round. That'd be a hell of a game. Wow, that would be a hell of a game. All right, well that's for a different video for playoff discussion.
Yes.
All right.
what we got next going on is we got Houston. Wait, I mean we have Golden State, Houston, L.A., Utah, and Dallas. All those guys fighting for that little spot, like those
Ooh.
6, 7, and 8.
All right. Well, this is going to be some thought, honestly. I think. Let's see. Well, let's see the schedule remaining. So
Okay, let's start with Golden State.
So Golden State, they have 4 home games, and Houston has.
Two of those home games though are Oklahoma City and San Antonio.
True that. To be honest, I think that Houston will end up taking the 6th seed. They'll lose to Denver. They'll beat Phoenix. They will. I think I said that they would beat Memphis. They would beat Sacramento. So I think they'll go 4-2 for their.
You're thinking
last
4-2 for Houston?
For Houston, yeah. So
Okay,
I'm thinking that they'll go 47-35.
Okay, Houston, 47-35. Okay, let's hear the rest. Let's hear Golden State.
All right, Golden State. They're going against Utah, which I think they'll be able to beat them. I think they'll beat Minnesota. I think they'll lose to Oklahoma City. I think they'll lose to Los Angeles, and I think they'll lose to San Antonio. And I think that they're going to end up even losing to Portland after having no rhythm whatsoever and going 2-4 for their last 6 games.
2-4, so 46-36.
Yep. Putting them right below Houston. I like Golden State, but I don't know. They've been up and down, and if they don't have the rhythm, I don't think they'll be able to fight for that seed above Houston.
Okay, so what are you thinking about the L.A. Lakers?
All right, so the LA Lakers they're a very great home team, and they have 4 games at home. Utah is a very great home team as well, but they only have 2 games at home. So I think without I'm sorry to say this, but without like a doubt in my mind, I think that Los Angeles will be able to take that 8th spot as what they've been pretty much wanting to get with a whole entire death of their owner. I forgot his name for some reason.
So what are you thinking? What are you thinking schedule wise?
All right, well, Clippers. I think they'll be able to. That's a tough game. I think they may be able to beat the Clippers. I don't know what I said before, but
you picked the Clippers to win before.
Well, yeah, it can go either way pretty much. And then, so I'm thinking at least a loss to the Clippers. Okay, so
okay.
They lose to the Clippers.
Okay.
They beat New Orleans. They beat Portland. They beat Golden State. They lose to San Antonio. And I think they'll be able to beat Houston.
So 4-2.
Yeah, for the Lakers.
So you're thinking 44-38.
Yeah. 44-38 for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay, now we got the Jazz.
Your favorite team. All right. Jazz. Yeah, they have a pretty I looked at the schedule about a month ago in March, and Utah I didn't think they would be able to get the 8th seed because they didn't have the easiest schedule coming to the end of the season. They have Golden State, they have Oklahoma City, and then the rest, until Memphis is pretty easy. But I think they'll be losing to Golden State. I think they'll lose to Oklahoma City. I think they'll end up beating Memphis twice.
You mean Minnesota?
Minnesota twice. I always get Minnesota and Memphis confused.
You got to pick them to beat Memphis. They got to win one of those hard games.
They'll beat Minnesota twice.
That's it?
And they'll end up losing to Memphis. So they're gonna go to. No, they're gonna go. Well, they have 5 games left, right?
Yep.
So they're gonna go 2-3 for their last 2 games.
So 42-39. Wait.
Yeah. No. 40. No. 42 and 40.
Wait, hold up. Yeah, 42 and 40. My bad.
Yeah, so they're gonna go 2 for 3 and go 42 and 40.
Ooh, that hurt. That stung a little bit.
I apologize, dude.
Okay, what about Dallas? Does Dallas have a shot? Can they win out and actually have a chance?
Well, let me take a little gander at their last couple of games. They're versing Portland, Phoenix, Denver, New Orleans, Memphis, and again New Orleans. They don't have too hard of a schedule left, but I don't think. I think they'll end up. I think they'll end up losing to Portland. They'll beat Phoenix. They'll lose to Denver. They'll beat New Orleans. They'll lose to Memphis, and they'll beat New Orleans. So I'm thinking
3-3.
Yeah, I'm thinking 3-3.
So 40.
Putting them at 40 and 42.
So now they can't shave. Way to go.
Yep. Or Dallas. I mean, if ever since Dirk came back, OJ man was just like, time to suck. Sorry, Dallas fans, but that's just how I looked at it. It's kind of ignorant, but that's just how I looked at it.
Oh, so now it's my turn?
Yep. You got a long way to go with your predictions.
So number 6, I'm thinking Golden State will... I'm thinking, oh my god, it's hard because I know how Utah plays at the end of the year, and it's kind of biased on my part. and they've also won 7 of their last 8 games. So
hey, you can think what you want. You have more knowledge of Utah than I do. When I say Utah, Utah.
But I mean, just the fact that I don't know, they're my team, and they've also won 7 of their last 8 games. I mean, it's just kind of. Whew. Let's see here. I think Utah will beat Golden State because they've owned Golden State this season. They've beat them every time, I think. I'm pretty sure they have. So I'm thinking that's 1 loss for them. I think Golden State will go ahead and beat Minnesota. I can see Golden State beating Oklahoma City, an upset.
Oh.
Upset alert.
Dang.
No, I'm just kidding. They're not going to beat Oklahoma City. Jeez, who do you think I am? Thinking they're going to beat OKC. OKC is going to lose 1 game on their schedule, and I forgot who I said that was to, but, maybe it was the Golden State. But really, I think LA Lakers, I think they'll beat the Lakers. I think they'll lose to San Antonio. I'm thinking 4-2.
4-2 for their last 6 games.
So that would put them at 48 and 34.
Oh, so compared to my 46 and 36. Putting them at 40 and 34. Ooh.
And now what do we got up next? The Houston. Oh yeah, we got Houston. I don't know about Houston. I have a feeling they're gonna drop off. I know they'll lose at Denver. Denver's too good at home. They'll beat Phoenix. They'll beat Memphis. Oh, maybe, no. I'm thinking Memphis will beat them.
Once you see Sacramento, you're just like, they won't be that good. Let's change that last pick.
1, 3. I think they'll. Oh man, this is hard. I think they'll be 2-2. I think they'll lose in Phoenix in an upset, and I think they'll lose in LA. So that would be what, 2-4?
Yeah.
So 45 and 37.
Wow.
Which is completely different. Like, I don't know, like, completely different what you put. So that's going to be different, which gives, the LA Lakers a chance maybe to pass Houston. If I think they can beat everyone. I think they'll lose the Clippers, but I think they'll beat New Orleans, Portland, Golden State, San Antonio, and Houston. I think they'll finish 5-1.
Whoa! Oh, Lakers on that train.
No, I lied to you.
Stopping them. Oh.
I was just kidding, Laker fans. You guys are finishing 0-6.
Oh shit!
Just kidding. The Clippers, the Hornets, the Trailblazers, 2-1. 2-2, 2-3, 3-3. They'll finish 3-3, 43 and 39.
43 and 39.
Oh, and then it's my Jazz. My Jazz. You ready for some biasness? 5-0. Just kidding.
Totally.
But they'll still be the 8th seed because Houston has the tiebreaker. No, but seriously, we got Golden State. I think we can beat Golden State, like I said earlier. Oh, OKC's hard. I think we'll lose to OKC, but I think we can beat Minnesota twice, and we'll lose to Memphis because we suck on the road. So what does that make it? 3-2? 3-2. So
Yeah.
3-2 would put Utah at 43 and 39.
Ooh. And then they beat Los Angeles.
They would have the tiebreaker over LA. So
Oh.
guess what?
Oh.
Utah takes there.
Oh, shit. Goodbye, Los Angeles.
I don't remember
Oh.
I don't remember the last time Los Angeles hasn't made the playoffs.
Yeah, that would be a shocker. And, I mean, I forgot that the Utah was rolling. I mean, seriously, they have been rolling, and who knows? They can maybe go on a run on their last 5 games. And even if Los Angeles does go, they do decently in their last few games, then they got to watch out for Utah. Everybody's forgetting about Utah, and who knows what can happen.
Oh, you ready for Dallas? You ready for Dallas to shock the world and pass both of them?
Yeah, they're gonna go 6-0.
I know Utah's the tiebreaker over LA and Dallas though, so Dallas is now eliminated from the playoffs because of that. But Portland,
Poor Dallas.
I think they'll beat Portland. I think they'll beat Phoenix. I think they'll pull a shocker against Denver. They'll beat New Orleans. I think they'll pull another shocker against Memphis. But then I think they're going to lose the last game against New Orleans at home.
Choke. So you think they're gonna go 42 and 40?
Yep, they're going to... No, it's hard. No, I'm thinking they'll lose to Denver. I'm thinking they'll go 4-2 and they'll finish 41 and 41.
Yeah, that's more reasonable. I don't think they'll end up beating Denver or end up beating Memphis or whatever.
I think they'll beat one of them. I'm thinking 41 and 41.
All right. I mean, that's reasonable. So
It's just one more game than you had them down for.
Yep. All right. So you're putting a lot more wins for these teams. Well, I'm putting a lot more losses for these teams. It seems compared to our, compared to our who's going to win, who's going to lose type of stuff.
Well, yeah, if we look at this, OKC, I have them winning 2 more than you. San Antonio, I have them winning 1 more. Denver's the same, but I have Memphis winning 2 more. I have the Clippers winning... Well, you have the Clippers winning 1 more than me. I have Houston losing 2 more than you. I mean, Utah winning more, LA losing more, and Dallas winning 1 more, so...
All right, so let's go on a bit of a rerun. So we both think Oklahoma City is going to be first. We both think San Antonio is going to be second. I think that Denver's going to end up third, while you think that Memphis is going to end up third. I think that Memphis is going to end up fourth, while you think Denver is going to make fourth. We both think Los Angeles Clippers fifth. I think Houston sixth, and you think Golden State sixth. You think Houston seventh. I think Golden State seventh. You think Utah 8th. I think Lakers 8th. You think, and then I think Utah will be the underdog.
Utah's gone, Dallas is gone for you, and Lakers are gone, and Dallas is gone for me. So neither one of us both of us think Dallas is done. Neither one of us think they're going.
Yeah, they'd have to go 6-0, and the other teams would have to struggle, which is not very likely. Sorry for Dallas fans the Mavericks have been kind of a fix for the postseason for a long time, and for them to not make it this year, it's kind of a bit of a blend of the ass. But hey, what can we do?
Oh my, Dallas. Well, they lost to LA. That was a huge game a few nights ago when it was Dallas and LA.
Yeah, that definitely was. Yeah.
I think that could have changed everything. I mean, we could have been looking at Utah and Dallas fighting for the spot, and LA dropping down where Dallas is at.
Now it just seems like Utah's it's on its lonely island, all right, so it's only us ready to get that 8th seed.
That's about it for us. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. We'll see how good our picks are, and Our next video is actually probably going to be our playoff predictions. Our actual video
Yep.
where we sit down and commentate like this. I mean, I may upload some highlights and stuff of some games coming down to the finals and such, coming down to the playoffs and such. But actual video like this, it will probably be around playoff time.
I'm thinking maybe we should like look back. I mean, I think maybe like in a few days, whenever there's like one game left, we should like make a short little video showing our predictions and seeing who was right and whatnot. Or yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. That sounds good.
And then right after that, we can do a nice playoff prediction and see what goes on.
So, anyway, you guys are want to turn in that playoff prediction, by the way, because you guys get a perfect. I mean, there's gonna be a competition there, and believe me, you guys are gonna want to win the prize if you can. So.
Yeah, just stay tuned, guys. Wait until that payoff prediction, and you may be able to win a prize if you predict something correct. We're not going to say what it is, and you'll have to stay tuned.
So, anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to see all your NBA stuff come out, and we'll talk to you guys all later.
See ya.